bringing you Thailand's insights. Special, exclusive, in-depth, from the direct source. Let's get inside. Gain the insight with the insider.
Sawasdee and welcome to the Insider. Today we start with a topic that is fundamental to Thailand's prosperity and sustainability: agriculture reform. A key aspect of Thailand's unique geographical location is our vast potential in agriculture. More than that, half of Thailand's land are used for agriculture, and 35% of labor force makes a living in these sectors. We have been one of the world's major rice exporters and the global leaders in many other agricultural exports. Thai farmers are therefore the backbone of our nation. Their well-being means the well-being of the country. So it goes without saying that Thailand's success in the years ahead depends on a dynamic, efficient and resilient agricultural sectors. But this will depend on the key and long overdue reform that have been taking place. Given the many challenges that lie ahead for global agriculture, we need to know if Thailand is headed in the right direction. Today we are very pleased to have a special guest to give us an inside look into the key reform taking place in Thailand agricultural sectors. คุณชุติมาบุญยประภัสสร Deputy Minister of the Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperative สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Well, thank you very much for joining us. Of course, this government plays particularly important on the comprehensive reform, and the agricultural reform is one of the key areas. So, would you mind sharing with us the vision of the ministry? We are now talking about the national, the 20-year national strategic plan. So, would you mind sharing with us the ministry vision on the plan or the strategy?
In Ministry of Agriculture, which is led by General Chatchai Sari Kanya, has already laid down the vision of the ministry to have a sustainable agricultural sector in Thailand with the friendly to environmental. And by saying that his vision transformed into strategy, he has already announced 5 strategies altogether to be able to achieve that vision. Mm-hmm. The first one is about the strengthening the farmers and the farming institution itself. The second one is reducing cost of production and improve competitiveness of our products. The third one is bringing about the new technology and innovation into agricultural sector. Number 4 is how to manage the environmental of the system into a sustainable way and being friendly to people and to the environmental itself. And the last one is to manage the government system to be consistent with all other agencies. So these are 5 ways, which we call strategies, that we have to strive to get the goal on a sustainable agricultural sector.
Well, it seems that there are many things that need to be done and to be achieved in order to help the farmer. And of course, we are now talking about Thailand 4.0. Would you mind sharing with us where exactly the farmer would be in Thailand 4.0?
The way that they have to do to answer this new reform that General Chatchai has laid down, first of all, they have to learn how to produce their product in such an efficient way that could reduce their cost of production. By doing that, we had established more than 800 learning centers for farmers. In each provinces, you will have several learning centers. Those farmers, they have to learn how to adapt to the new order, to the world new order, how to change their traditional production style into a new production style with technology and innovation. They have to learn that they will not only produce rice to serve as a table rice any longer. They have to realize that their rice is a supply to a production plant in industrial way as well, especially for those products that can add value to rice. For example, there's a lot of products right now derived from rice, such as baby food, crackers, noodles, so many things, that you could not imagine. But we always concentrate our rice for table rice. And more than that, if they want to achieve Thailand 4.0, they have to understand that their rice can climb up to innovation by using technology into superfood, fine food. Those are the products that the market is very in trend, and they demand this kind of high quality products.
You have mentioned about the learning center. I am wondering what kind of information or what kind of knowledge that the farmers can learn from that center.
Basically, the knowledge that they can learn come from sharing of those group of farmers themselves, and we also provide them lecturers who have specific knowledge in the new world order, to teach them of the trend of the world, the trend of the market. But that is only to give them the idea that what is the demand in the market. But what they learn is they're learning about their local wisdom with the new technology that is coming in the real life at the moment. So they try to adjust this for their way of production. And well, this kind of learning is not just one and for all. It's kind of, you have to make it alive, active, because the knowledge is changing all the time with the new demand in the market. So it is not only a showroom that you come and see the exhibition of their production, their products, but it is a place that people get together and come up with the knowledge, which is alive, lively all the time.
How many centers are there at the moment?
At the moment, we have 882 learning centers all over Thailand. And in each centers, we hope that they will establish and expand with their network, at least 10 of them. So in the multipliers, it will become 8,820 centers in the near future.
So again, this is the new invention.
This is a new invention, as I mentioned to you in the beginning. That is one of the tools that we use under those strategies that Ministry of Agriculture is aiming to.
This means they have to change from being the traditional farmer to become the so-called smart farmer.
Yes, exactly. They have to, as I told you, that the way we are doing this, we do not just do it all over without focus, right? First of all, we have tools in Ministry of Agriculture to inform the farmers that where would be the proper area that they should grow their products, right? We call Agri-Map.
Interesting.
The map will at least let them know that whether their piece of land is suitable or not for the kind of plant that they are planting. If not, they could adjust to other alternative plants that we teach them at the center, so they will understand how to produce a right product at the right place. With that tools, he also gives them an idea of combining in a group of farmers informally. We call that a rice field, combined rice field, okay, in Thai word. But actually it's not making the jigsaw of rice field, but combining them as a group. So they will be strengthened from doing it alone by each family. So they will learn from each other. They will have more negotiating power. And when they would like to buy their fertilizers or rice to grow, then they have combined order, which they can make a better price for their cost. Those are something that we teach them how to do to reduce their cost of production. And then they learn a new technology that they should use to adapt with their traditional way of production. Then the efficiency is increased. Our target is that they should reduce their cost at least 20% and increase their efficiency at least 20% in 2 years.
It seems to me that what the Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperative has been doing so far, I can say that it is a new phenomenon. Has this been done before in the past?
Well, I think in the past there might be a attempt to do something like this, but unfortunately we've been busy with immediate problems. So we haven't had this kind of a clear plan, a clear strategy to work with farmers. And with this new strategy, we hope that our farmers will become smart farmers.
Would you be able to identify the main issue or the main problem that our farmers face at the moment?
Yes, I think main issue that the farmers are facing right now is their earnings. Most of them, they are heavily in debt, right? And secondly, their piece of land is so fragmented. Because in the past, when they inherit from their parents, and they are big family. Thailand, in the past, we have very big families. Instead of they keeping one big piece of land, they divided their land to each of the child. So the land become fragmented. You work on your own. You cannot gain the economy of scale. So most of the time, their production cost is overpass their earning. And secondly, when they produce farm's product, you sell it in terms of bulk. It's not like industrial product that you sell it by piece. So the price of the bulk products depends on the world price. When the world have oversupply, the price will be fallen. Or in the year that the world has less supply, the price is good. So the earning of farmer is not stable, and they probably most of them face with the debt when they owe the money loan the money from the bank. So right now we try to bring them back to the point where they were, teaching them those ways of new technology and innovation, helping them in terms of we call the soft loan, that if they can combine in a group of farmers, they will get a very low interest rate to increase their production with this assistance from the agricultural bank.
What is the key problem that the ministry is facing at the moment?
we are facing with the manpowers. We have so many agendas and a lot of urgency business in front of us, but we do not have enough manpower. So General Chatchai asked us to look around and see whether you can find people who can render their hands to help us. So one way of doing that, we have a project that we call Pracharat. We invited the private sector,
Yes.
universities, or those who are willing to render their hand to come in and helping us.
I'm talking about the sustainability. How can we help the farmer to become sustained?
We introduced our King Bhumibol theory to their style of living. Now they understand that they should earn their living in a sufficient way, as a sufficient economy itself that we taught them. And it could be sustainable if they knew how to produce their products in a sustainable way, to live with the good environmental. And we hope that these people will produce a quality product, stay on with the trend of the world in the future. Then they will be able to live with the other in the world.
Would you be able to help me to clarify or to elaborate on how the ministry support the farmer? I mean, when it comes to policy, the policy is brilliant, but when it comes to implementation, how the ministry help the farmer?
We try to equip them with knowledge, okay? And by doing that, that is the way that we believe it will be sustained. Secondly, the ministry give that kind of teaching under the King Bhumibol sufficiency economies theory, right? That is his philosophy. But in terms of hardware, what have been given to them, we have arranged several kinds of assistance to them in terms of infrastructure, water management, that would be sufficient for the farmland in the country. At the moment, we don't have enough irrigation system to cover the farmland. So there are the projects that Ministry of Agriculture support for those the small reservoir in each farmland. We also helping them in terms of give them the good seed for them to plant. We try to develop a good seeds and sell back to them in a reasonable price. We help them in terms of infrastructure when they harvest their production, especially rice. They will need a place to kind of let them dry, because when you sell the rice that you just newly harvest, it will be very wet, and the price is not as good as when you let it dry for a few days. Then they will get a better price. But their problem is they have no place to let down their harvest product. So the government gives them this kind of space to keep to dry their products, and many other things that when they request, that the government considered that it is sustained, then we will render the hand to them.
What about the collaboration between the Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperative with the other government agencies, such as the Ministry of Commerce or Ministry of Science and Technology?
We have a very close collaboration with those agencies, especially in terms of rice. I have to mention rice many times because the more than 40% of the farmers rely their living on rice, okay? And rice is a major plan for us, that how could we increase their standard of living through increased efficiency. And produce a quality product, respond to market.
To market,
Of course, we cannot do that alone
demand.
we cannot do that alone from Ministry of Agriculture. We need collaboration with Ministry of Commerce, who can point out to us that what is the world demand right now, what is the trend of the products right now, what kind of quality that they are needed. And as I told you that we will not rely only on table rice any longer. We are trying to do value-added products, which is processed from rice. So Ministry of Science and Technology has a very crucial role here to do the research and development project for us. And well, of course, Ministry of Industry, BOI, those people also have to collaborate with us to invite potential investor to pick up this R&D and making these products, which is derived from rice, to introduce in the world.
What about the farmer themselves? Have they been able to adjust themselves into the new environment?
I think they are learning, okay? As I told you that, well, this is not a thing that you can do it overnight. You need to have a lot of patience, both of us who teach them and those farmers who will have to follow us and learn from us. We had the strategy that, as I said, we try to produce smart farmers. So once smart farmers will lead others farmers to be smart as them, so they will be the multipliers. At the moment, we classify the smart farmer from the center that I told you, okay, and we develop the combined group of farmers or combined rice field, and we see that which group of these people has potential and strong to lead others in the right direction. So we classify them as smart farmers. Then we equip them with knowledge, technology, and open their mind to see what is right now the world is waiting for them, to inspire them.
Well, Thailand is the agricultural-based country. So what can be seen as the strength of Thailand from this point of view? Yes.
We are confident that we could be as a kitchen to the world, and we have a strength in terms of food security and food safety. It is the policy of the Ministry of Agriculture that we will be responsible to the demand of the world, that we provide and produce enough food for the world. And moreover, we will produce quality products in terms of food safety. So this year is a year that General Chatchai announced that it would be the year to increase the standards of agricultural products.
Well, thank you very much for sharing a very informative and useful information with the Insider today, and we learned a lot about the Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperative job so far, and there are so many new things that I do believe that would help the farmers a great deal. Once again, thank you very much. Agriculture has been the mainstay to Thailand's socio-economic foundation and is our future. With the government effort to make lasting and tangible transformation in the agricultural sectors, we hope to create a new era of vitality for Thailand's farmers, for their family and their community. By focusing on sustainable practices and by helping farmers helping themselves, Thailand hopes to break through into the 21st century as not only a kitchen to the world, but as a farmer for the global community. So thank you very much for watching The Insider, and please stay tuned for the next episode. สวัสดีครับ